I still don't get it. I get it. Magnus don't get it.
Somebody's got to look after you, Magnus. Until then, know that I'm watching you.
And Sonia, I need you here.
The magic seems to be fading.
He's reaching out for like, no, Sonia, don't go yet. Come on.
Your hand goes through the mirage and it disappears. There's nothing left.
She seemed at peace. Maeve, she seemed happy.
Yeah, even Maeve got down on one knee and is leaning with her sword down. The masked oracle doesn't seem to approve by his body language. He like almost backed away, and it was like really frightened of that.
What's the masked oracle's holy symbol look like?
I don't know. Magnus didn't roll very well.
Circles. I guess some knowledge and
She is Valkyrie, says the masked theologian. Who is
no, this is Sonia.
A Valkyrie is a great and powerful being, a servant of the gods that calls warriors when it is their time. Warriors who have died on the field of battle.
So
Chella's crying, and she turns to Magnus. This is a happy thing.
She looked happy and at like whole. She wasn't missing things, like there's no sadness hidden. Even when she was with me and smiling, there was always some sadness, but I didn't see it.
The freaked out priest of Cord, who's also like agitated in a happy way, is saying only a Valkyrie can make another Valkyrie.
I think I know the answer. He's speaking to Sonia. It's like, I was hoping to have you with me here, but I guess I'll have you with me, and I'll be with you when I'm gone, and with you. I'm sorry, I couldn't protect you. He rubs her like forehead, like her hair.
Yeah, she's not rotting because of the of the gentle repose spell, although she's cold and lifeless.
We'll have to make arrangements for her body to pass along.
If indeed what we saw was true, her spirit now resides in the realm of the gods and is protected by the gods. She may no longer be petitioner, but may be outsider, says Master Oracle. This priest of Cord thinks this is the awesomest thing ever as he's praying before the body. And
is this the dude from our temple?
You know what? Sure.
Why didn't you just do this earlier? What the fuck? You would have said that to him after, I guess.
Sona's blue hand is on your shoulder, kind of backing you up.
Okay, I get it. She's better placed now. It's better for her to be there to come back. I will miss you, Marty, who's playing Sonia. Look at the camera, Marty, come on! There's awkwardness here. Alright.
This is where now there's a high emotional crescendo, and now let's do ball.
Huh? You're dead. Huh? You want to come back?
Alright, so they're waiting for this sort of religious ecstasy to end. Yeah.
Magnus, I enjoy playing Magnus. It makes my week.
We're Canadians, so there's a limit on how much your pain and suffering's worth. I think it's 50K. That's like, it doesn't matter what happens, your pain and suffering can be no more than
50K.
the price of a minivan.
Come on, you know you're not worth that much. Just take this and shut the fuck up.
Minivan. All right. Yeah. After everyone calms down a little bit, Maeve walks out. She doesn't really know who Bull is. Chella follows. They wait outside for you.
And
the line, only a Valkyrie could make another Valkyrie. Okay. It's alright.
so there was a
You have a
Valkyrie.
blank stare. Okay, it's good.
She got turned into a Valkyrie by a Valkyrie.
Yeah, potentially. Or maybe we wanted to see who her mama is. It's an interesting line. But I wasn't there, so I don't know it. I better know it.
Well, it's cool. Yeah, Magnus doesn't know. He's like, it's a Valkyrie. I was like, no, it's Sonya. Like,
I know.
It's emotions. It's emotionsville.
No.
Okay, after you calm down a little bit, the priest Vobetai asks if you want to commune with Bull.
yeah, please.
This one operates in a little bit less spectacular way, although the body does seem to briefly have life back in it. Bull's still just lying down, his eyes are open, and you hear him breathe in. It's a little bit rattly at first, but he goes, "I'm Bull. You have 5 questions for him. Remember, he only knows what he knew in life."
I still know what the fuck I'm gonna ask him. They didn't tell me beforehand.
One thing you should ask him is, should he die, would he wish to come back?
Okay, that's a good question. Hey, Bull, this is Magnus. Hey, if you were to die, would you want to come back?
Yeah. Life's good. I like bulls. I like
Looking at
cheese.
Sona.
I like Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus likes it too.
He likes Magnus.
Oh god.
I like Sona, and I like bread, and I like beer.
This is where it's D&D and not like a script, because in the first script you'd like rewrite this scene to be before the other scene.
Oh yeah. That, I was thinking of that. I'm like, the more dramatic way would be to have Bull go first, and then
Yeah.
This is totally the anticlimactic way. Don't do it this way.
Yeah.
But Magnus is like, when I first thought, Magnus is like, yeah, Bull's great, yeah, great, okay.
Although
Sonya,
the comedy after the emotion is the
Is a good,
There's a release.
There's a release.
Okay. Hey, Sona, do you have any good questions for him? Like, fuck.
I think we got what we need.
Yes, Luke, it does.
That's funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Ask him what he likes again.
Magnus was like,
the priest does not look happy with Sona's.
Is this something that if you could not come back, if you were not able to come back if you were killed, is this something you want Magnus to take care of for you?
Okay, the priest quickly reiterates the question because he is the one that actually asked it. Look after Bull. He's a good bull. Make sure you brush him and feed him and shovel his poo.
if you were to die and I was not able to bring you back, how would you want to be? How would you want your body to be treated, cared for?
Oh, that's sad. Bo want to be buried under tree. That where old Druid went when he died. Bull cold. Is that like? It's like one or two more.
There's more, two more. Would you like to come back? What do you want Magnus to do for you? How do you want to be cared for?
Where's the tree?
He just likes cheese and bread. Come on.
Yes, Foxfire, they do. And yes, they should have int upgraded Bull.
Voted for int, and they all went, no, we need con and dex and shit like
Con and strength. Oh.
He's like, come on, son, I brought you here for a reason. You can ask him something.
Sona's fine with not torturing Bull's soul anymore.
Bull, I just want you to know that I've always enjoyed your company in around the table and on the battlefield.
Yeah, Bull like Ludus. Good friends there.
Magnus is like, okay, let him rest.
Okay, he nods to you and Bull like. You can hear just the voice getting quieter and quieter. The spirit was just rattling on. The body twitches a little bit and then returns to its lifeless state.
Thank you, priests.
Priest
I
bows to the two of you, kind of like a low bow, and then wanders out. You have it. You have one who would return should the power be made available.
Is it? So what do I have to do? Who do I talk to? I'm guessing paperwork and stuff like that.
You must petition the Archbishop. His name is Gustus Cantamba. The large building to the south of us, the three towers that have been turned into the great temple of the five-faced god, is his temple. The temple that he administers over. Without a good reason, if Bull is a subject, there would be very little.
You go kick in those doors, buddy.
There would be very little
I'm
reason
fucking
why,
Magnus.
and the tithe that would be required would be substantial. But, as an owner of a ludus, I understand that perhaps such things are within the realm.
The Ludus was recently destroyed.
I, however, beseech you, in the name of Rao, in the name of peace, if you are only to bring this man back so that he may suffer more in the arena, this is not something that I would wish upon anyone.
That's very good advice.
No, shut
And
up.
something I did not consider. Perhaps I just wanted to bring him back so that I can feel better. He might not realize it, but he's probably in a better place as well. Looks at Sona. I call you more friend than I call you anything else. Let's discuss it on our way back. Oracle, I thank you again. The new clerics, thank you.
Okay, the Oracle toddles off after accepting your thanks.
Okay, we'll take back his body. Is there a tree in our Ludus somewhere?
I think there are trees near your Ludus. Like, there's a courtyard. Maybe in the back there's some trees. The place where you jumped over, and there's some little trees back there.
Magnus has already got a the closest tree to the what do you call it? The yard where, like, we let his bull out to move around, like walk around and stuff. Around there.
Yeah, you don't have a lot of space, but there is a penned off space where the bull and the horse can roam a little bit.
Is there a tree? Is there a tree in there?
They're little like sprigs of trees, like up to your waist kind of thing.
That's fine.
Does anyone see Magnus about to bury a body on our Ludus?
Not yet, but soon.
Because I think that's a conversation that needs to be had.
Okay. Magnus, what do you think of burying a bull here? Yeah, Magnus, I think it's a good idea. Okay, thanks, Magnus. Conversation had.
Don't worry. When we meet the necromancer, we'll know where there's a good, strong back.
Okay. Maeve sees you leaving with Bull's body. They say that they should probably burn Sonia's body.
Yeah.
Build a pyre.
So now, wait. Yeah, Magnus agrees. Let me know when you want to do it.
Cella goes up and cuts Sonia's top knot, ties it up, and then gives it to Magnus.
Thank you.
That evening will be spent there on holy ground, sending the follower Sonia, or at least her mortal remains.
Where are we getting the wood?
Consigning them to Ash. They have.
Magnus insists on putting the pyre together himself.
Okay. Maeve helps. Zona hangs out with Cella if you're refusing any other further help.
No, yeah. It's not for anything. It's just this was his fault.
Her mortal remains are consigned to Ash. Fire takes them, and you can feel the presence of Sonia near as this is done. You have
Magnus is looking around.
You caught a whiff of her perfume and scent.
He holds her hair at his cheek. It's like, I miss you. What?
Yeah, no one's questioning Magnus's emotions. Don't. Barbarians are emotional. Don't question it. The priest
get angry that high.
The priest of Obed High is willing to take the body of Bull off your hands and inter it under a tree somewhere.
Magnus, we didn't talk with Sona yet, but he would have talked before then. What does Sona think?
Well, you asked him, where do you want to be buried? He said under a tree. Well, let's find a tree.
What do you think?
That we eat steak for dinner.
Do you think he's a better light? Do you think he's better this way?
I don't know. I don't think it's our decision. He just points quickly up into the tower to the south, the big towers of fate of the five-faced god. Kind of makes us think that maybe we should prearrange these things. You know, I wouldn't mind having a death contract. Sona smiles.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have that discussion when we get back to the Ludus. Yeah,
Neat,
I agree.
He says, as he thinks now that he's gonna get a death contract.
See how much that shit costs, son.
Mind you, Samsarin, hey, randomly, how's it going? Samson
reincarnate
will, yeah. I'd much prefer a reincarnate. I would come back as a... In fact, let me send some correspondence back home if it's all right. To see what should happen to me if I die. Perhaps these arrangements have already been made.
2 months from now, Ludus is attacked by a legion of Samsarans as he's just called for help.
Freedom!
This is when being nice to your gladiators pays off. Kill everyone but Magnus! Yeah, Sona!
Alright, so I'm going to now hit delete on Sonia's token.
Yep.
Bulls.
And Bull,
Bull?
Magnus is gonna
Sona.
go. Magnus is gonna go with the priest.
Yep.
I made a short list in chat of names that are so goddamn close to each other that it's so confusing.
Sonia.
Sargon.
Oh, yeah.
We got that's the same it's just different spelling of the same name, right?
Yeah. Sargon.
we've got
We named our dragon after you.
Wait, who's Sargon?
Count Sargon.
Oh,
Count
Count
Sargon.
Sargon. Okay, got it.
We were using in the one conversation, his first name was used all by itself, and it was like, what, the dragon? It's like, oh no, it's his name. Oh shit, son.
So Magnus is gonna actually go with the priest to bury Bull,
Okay.
and he would like the tree to be in a spot where he could actually take the bull there, and like let the bull roam around for some time and bring it back.
Sure. We'll say that that's what you do in your off time while you're training. While you're
Sure.
training loud, you go and see Bull off. And Sona follows with you. He's interested in leaving town. There is a small shrine, we'll say, slightly to the north of the town, maybe about 4 hours walk, where it may be an old holy site to Obed High, and an old burial ground to those of his religion. And
Is there anyone tending to it?
No, the priest that you talked to came out with you, not actively tending to it. They visit the place once in a while to bury people.
Okay.
All right, so you've said goodbye to Magnus's lover and companion, and to one of your Ludus members who you were told may be too prohibitively expensive to bring back from the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 0 level with all the memories. It's like, I used to be a good bard! Funny. When the two group of you return back to the Ludus, this is Damian returning from his... actually, the fight happened in the previous turn. We'll say that you guys are back at the Ludus, and you can hear a crash and some wicked laughter. You realize that Nem had wandered into Czargon's pen, and they're playing a game of tag where Czargon's breathing on Nem, and Nem's scrambling around, trying not to get caught, but even if he does by the fire, it doesn't matter.
Let it go. Not my problem. I'm not telling him he can't do
Good
it.
one! Very good, Czargon. You got me that time. Full on. Yes. Why is it that you do not burn? It is my devilish flesh, I think, that makes me not burn.
Ashoka just sort of like a room and a half over, staring from the shadows, dreaming. Yes.
But you bleed. Yes, I bleed, but I slowly get back together. Want to see? Yes, I want to see this. See, it goes back together, which doesn't... I do not understand why my wing is broken. Who broke your wing? Other greater imps. Do you want to tear them apart for what they did to you? That might not be very polite, but yes, I would want to tear them apart if I could get away with it.
This continues if you want to keep me, if you want
No,
to.
no.
Ashoka's like, yes.
Sargon's got a friend. That's very nice.
Nem is an excellent teacher for Czargon, because it's yes, come to lawful evil, dragon.
Yep.
only do the bad things you can get away with, dragon.
All right, Zed returns, and you know that it's probably about time to bring Czargon before the priests of Kossuth, but you haven't really solved the problem of whether or not you're hired by the, like, do you have a job here or not? Damian is, I guess,
What does this asshole want?
practicing swordplay with Drain and Fleas and Old Vigo, like teaching them how to fight. They're really the only gladiators left.
Zed, come in. What brings you by? We're here to check on Czargon.
I need to have a conversation with the masters.
I believe they are in that building over there. You have to probably pry that stupid wizard away from his lab, mind you. When you're done, join us. We're training. It's fun. Isn't it, Old Vigo? And he pokes him in the stomach with his sword.
Yes. Fun, yes.
Training is good for the mind and the soul.
Yes, hear that, Vigo? Good for you.
Let him go easy on his body.
Okay, the only people that are there, Ashoka was spying on Czargon and Nem. You actually have to talk to Phineas. Phineas is in his lab. He was cleaning up afterwards. He had just about to tell Nyx something when you realized that Nyx wasn't there.
Nyx is gone, yes.
Yep. You've got his feathers and his components all collected and bottled
Yep.
up. You're like, yeah, he's not up there.
Zed remembers his past conversations with Phineas.
Yep.
None of them have gone terribly well.
No.
Krr, krr, krr.
Come in.
Okay. There's a bubbling lab with books over at one end and a tiny, tiny bed pushed into a corner and a weird hookah in the middle of the room and papers and bottles and things everywhere.
It's Zed. What can I do for you?
The beast, Chebegast, can no longer support Czargon.
I see. And the 20 talents we paid him to do so?
That's between you and him.
Fair enough.
So I think it was 10. But
I think it was 20, actually.
that's a good question.
I think you paid 10 and you were going to pay 10 later on.
Okay, well, that might have been it then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stopping by and letting us know.
Do you require my services in training your disciple of flame?
Let's get another character.
Yeah. Does it still require training?
It is on a less destructive path, but is still swayed by Gyrax, Lord of Destruction.
You can see he's trying to read you, which he's not particularly good at, but I'm assuming you just believe that.
God damn.
Yes.
Okay.
Come on, Marty. Do that voodoo that you do.
All right. Look, we can offer you a position here as Sargon's keeper and trainer, but I'll be honest with you, our funds are a bit limited. We cannot offer you a salary. We can offer you lodging, room and board. And when when the coins flow, well, you'll benefit from that. That's the best I can offer you at this time. I know it's not much given the enormity of your task, but it's honestly the best we can do.
Zed will.
Oh, and I can make magic items for you at cost. That if you have money, that could save you quite a bit of money. I just learned to forge rings. You see, and he starts pointing at a chalkboard and explaining the weave and how it interacts with a ring, and he will go on for 15 minutes if you allow him to. And that, my friend, is why I was stymied for so long.
Effectively, Massa is doing the learnings, so you wait. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a tricky. Yep. It reminds me when Marty's friends who are into cars and Marty isn't. They're like talking about it. You just stand there for a while with your beer in your hand, going, "Yep." That can get you. You're just doing the one-line things like, "Yep." I have no idea what you're talking about, but that seems like it's tricky. Oh, that's shitty.
Yeah, I will. Just let me finish here, and I will show you a room that you can take.
Fuck is a camshaft?
Oh.
My urge to answer that question, it's rhetorical, but I still have this urge to respond.
Phineas shows him to a room.
Okay.
It's one of the smaller rooms that no one else took.
That's fine.
Over top of
much,
the dragon,
but...
over the top of the dragon den.
Yeah, it's not much, but it keeps you dry and warm.
Zed agrees to the deal of you'll make stuff for me, room and board, and money when money becomes available. Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Solved and
And
solved.
Didn't call me anything racist a single time. Woo!
Or you could just leave and make a new character. Two options.
Phineas did want to invite Maeve over.
Phineas wants to invite Maeve over.
Phineas is going to get punched in the nose if he's not careful.
So, you heathen barbarian. Watershire?
So Maeve and Shella arrive, even though you only invited Maeve.
No, Chella's welcome.
I'm assuming this had to do something with the magic item that she needs to pick?
Yep.
Okay. We'll say that others are there as well because there might be some divvying going on.
Well, he wanted to invite Maeve. I don't know if
she gets first pick.
Did he? Yeah. He hasn't got his writ yet.
Yep.
Retroactive, but he wants her to pick, and once he's got the writ, he'll.
Okay. So before Maeve arrives, the documentation from the Magistrate arrives that you need to go and get signed by Tacitus, but then Maeve arrived almost at the same time.
Okay.
You need Tacitus to approve that you get the retroactive hunting license for the dragon.
All right.
Maeve, the Rune Maiden, shows up with Chella, and you guys notice her arriving. I'm here to see Phineas.
Upstairs. Ashoka will lead them upstairs.
Yep. Chella, I'll remain down here, she says, and she goes over and talks to Sona. She likes Sona. Sona's shown himself as a nice man. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one, Foxfire.
Uh-oh, what am I missing?
That was the evil laugh.
Gods for the red dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
As moodious.
Phineas Dragonslayer. So this is your lair, she says as she walks into your room.
Oh, it does the trick for now, I suppose.
Ashoka's just staying on hand and watching, and he's ready to step in if Phineas is about to say something that's going to get him punched.
You don't have any vermin flying around here scurrying that I might step on?
No, any vermin you step on will be a great favor to me, actually.
Okay, she picks up a book, puts it off the chair, and sits down on the chair. And just waits.
The only reason I asked you here is
She picks up a beaker and is sniffing at it, like if it's something to
Oh,
drink
not
or
that that one. No, don't smell that any more than you have to.
She turns back to Ashoka. Do you have something to drink?
Of course. Something hard or soft?
She looks at you like that was a stupid question.
Tea?
Whiskey!
Yeah, well, your Fester comes lurching over towards you.
Yes, master.
A bottle of Magnus's favorite, please.
Ah,
And
yes,
some tea.
master.
And some tea, Fester.
Yes, tea for you.
Yes, for me.
Okay. Fester wanders off. He...
There may or may not be urine in your tea.
I'm an alchemist. I can tell. I've
You're
identified
like
this-
1 part water, 2 parts
You're
tea,
like,
and 3 part Lester.
You should lay off the salt. I assume this is for my item.
It is.
Have you
yes.
identified these things yet?
I have.
Yeah, it was days ago. It's just you haven't gotten around to talking to her.
Yeah. In fact, I've just recently received the paperwork I need to bring to Tacitus to get signed for the retroactive writ. Once I have it signed, I'll be free to release it. However, I thought you might like to choose it beforehand.
Show me what they do.
Ah, well, thank you. And he goes through the list of this is that.
Okay, she kind of like okay. Wait,
And he's
that
100,
will make
he's
me
100%.
look. That will make me look like Kryxes.
Yes, it's what he used to disguise himself.
Not many people know that Kryxes is dead. They know a dragon attacked your ludus.
Yes.
You can see wheels turning.
Ashoka's got a little bit. There's a bit of a ooh face. Ooh.
Yeah, like Phineas, the idea of deceiving never occurred to him.
Until now.
I'll take this one, she says. She picks it up.
But there's other things that you might want.
Phineas.
Shut the fuck up.
How does it work? She says as she's looking at it and about to put it on her head.
Well, you put it on your head, and I'm assuming there's a word.
Yeah, there's a command word to turn back and forth.
Yeah, and you say Kryxes.
Steroids.
She turns before your eyes physically and polymorph-like as her skin changes and certain parts shrink and other parts grow, and she's now just as frightening and imposing as a naked Kryxes is standing before you. Some of her magic items stayed, but I don't think her clothing and armor does. When you
Herself, normally the gear does.
The gear does stay? Okay.
Yep.
You could see some very awkward feminine gear on Kryxes.
You will receive certainly fewer hoots in that form.
Yeah. I even sound strange.
Yes, you do.
Do you
Hey
have,
guys, what's
do you have
happening?
any-
What the fuck? Phineas, get down!
Magnus.
Old Magnus, it is just me, Maeve, and she pulls off the circlet and she begins to grow. Kryxes begins to grow into Magnus.
Maeve.
Yeah, sorry, Kryxes begins to grow into Maeve before
I'm all
Magnus's eyes. Yeah.
Maeve, how could you? Wait. Oh, it's the item.
Yeah.
Oh, He was using it to look like a man.
Magnus, please lower your voice.
I can hear everything anyways. Sid runs back. Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay. Well, good thing that Kryxes is joining our Ludus then.
What? Oh.
Or making his own.
She seems uncertain at first.
How would you like to play this, Maeve?
I don't know. I need to think on this, she says.
Well, you have nothing but time, so...
If you're looking for snake-like suggestions, my door is always open.
Do not sell this, is what she says. That's my pick.
Understood. Are you sure you don't want me to finish? I worked very hard on identifying all... Okay, that's enough. I got you.
Yeah, she just tosses it down on the ground. She drinks her whiskey, which finally arrives.
Yeah, just give her the bottle.
Yeah, he was like handing the... She just grabs the bottle and walks out. Maybe Kryxes wasn't the one that attacked your Ludus, but a dragon pretending to be him. That's what she's saying to Magnus.
Yeah.
Yeah, could that possibly be what happened? Magnus started to think, is that what happened?
What was Kryxes' fighting style in the arena?
He used his trident and a shield.
What's the reach on the trident?
And then unarmed.
And unarmed, yeah.
What's the reach on the trident? It's like 5 feet, or
yeah, it's not.
It's not reach weapon.
Not reach, but it's a thrown weapon.
It's a disarming throwing weapon. It's weird.
That's cool.
Actually, the one in
Bident.
the
2 prongs.
the Justice League, it was pretty cool. It was used to great effect.
All right, Maeve. Unless there's anything else, let me know when you want to talk about other things. She's saying to Magnus directly.
Oh, never mind.
You know what she's talking about. She's talking about the Ludus and next steps, and you're not getting left off the hook. You're not let off the hook.
Yeah, no, Magnus is he's just cool with that. He's like, yeah, of course. We're still sorting everything out.
Just let us know when you want to be demoted to like piss bucket or whatever, the water boy of the gladiator team.
Water boy, Magnus.
Oh boy.
Are you thirsty?
Did you guys want the ice now or later?
Giving massages to the gladiators. All right, Chella and Maeve leave after they make their pick. The paperwork to go visit Tacitus has arrived. In addition to a receipt that you have that your complaints have been lodged at the magistrate's office. Mm-hmm. What else has transpired? Oh yeah, Zed needs to start rolling for the. Or what have you decided on converting Czargon? Is that what you're doing this month? That's what we put down when you stepped away from the from.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, was that too eager? I could slow it down a bit.
Nope.
Sounds like a good idea.
when are you bringing Czargon? Are you bringing Czargon to the Temple of Kossuth, or are there other suggestions? All the masters know that Zed now has been hired to help train and keep Czargon.
I think the Kossuth's pipe is the appropriate place to convert him, and I think that if he potentially sees big, scary, horny man, that might also impress him. If that's whether or not that guy shows up, don't know, but it's a good spot.
Okay. Zed, this will require tithing. What is the cost of an atonement spell?
Atonement's fun because it's got like sometimes there's tasks. I think it's 1,000.
Material components, burning incense. 2,500 gold pieces.
You can do it. 2,500. Okay. There it goes.
It's the cost of 2 Freak Gladiators.
Plus the actual cost casting of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a 5th level spell. What is it? Spellcaster times...
It's 10 times spell level times caster level, I think.
Okay.
That feels like the right formula.
Relatively cheap.
So it's like 3,000. Something like that total.
Yep.
Okay.
Do the Ludus Masters agree to Zed paying for the conversion of Czargon?
He's going. So Czargon's going to be what?
Kossuth.
Which is what's the alignment?
Why don't we do this in character?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you spoke to the priests. The priests are willing to do it. You come back to the Ludus. Czargon, I don't know if you asked Czargon or not, but these are your plans.
Yep.
The Czargon is ready to be baptized in flame, to be brought away from Kryxes' destruction. Appropriate tithing is required to go through this ritual.
And whose destruction will he be under the next time?
The fire and renewal of Kossuth.
Kossuth, yeah, he's Phineas, make a knowledge religion. 36.
Don't tell me about my god!
Yeah, Kossuth is a rarity in that the elemental gods are more like primordial gods. They are gods that dwell in the inner planes as opposed to the outer planes, and they are really uncaring towards their followers. All of the elemental gods is Tishia, Grumbar, Kossuth, and Akkadi are all neutral. They have followers that run the gamut. As long as Kossuth is given lip service, power is given. Now, of course, there could be some things that are antithesis to them, like if you start casting lots of water spells in his name. They're more.
I took Sleet Storm off my prepared spell list. It was on there from before I picked the god.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, that probably should go away.
I see no issue with Kossuth. He's a nature deity. They tend to be right down the middle. Should be grounded and.
There's a joke that worship of the elemental gods is like an unending game of paper, rock, scissors, but with four states, because they all kind of trump each other and it goes around in a circle.
Circle of life.
But it is where elemental spells come from.
But
how much would this tithe?
Kossuth.
How much would this tithe be?
Should be about 3,000. Mostly in burnables.
What is Kossuth's teachings like?
Burn things
Fire.
in fires. It's great. He kind of looks at Zed like, don't make it complicated.
Burn things, fire's great.
He repeats
There is a
So he-
specific dogma, and
He's gonna burn and destroy everything.
with
Why
a
would you want that?
36.
No,
That is Gyrix. Gyrix is burn and destroy everything.
Okay, how is that
Kossuth
different from
Ko-
Kossuth?
Kossuth is at one in the cycle. The forest, it grows, and then it burns to grow anew.
Phineas, actually, with a 36, knows much more about Kossuth, and I've pasted stuff there.
So he neither wants to grow something or destroy something. He'll just kind of be there.
Fire is what makes your weapons. Fire is what makes your armor. Fire is what makes his spells. Fire
Correct
is...
me if I'm wrong, but this, I believe, is directly from one of his books. Those fit to succeed will do so. Kossuth's faith is innately superior to all other faiths, some may beg to differ, particularly that of Istitia, cold in winter. Fire and purity are one and the same. Smoke is produced by air in its jealousy. The reward for successful ambition is power. Reaching a higher state is inevitably accompanied by difficulty and personal pain of some sort. Now, does that not coalesce with Cord in some way? Kossuth sends pure fire to temper our souls and allow us to achieve pure state. Expect to be tested and rise to the challenge, no matter what difficulty and pain it brings. Those above you have proven their worth and deserve your service. So he would be submissive under the church to Zed. Guide others to Kossuth's pure light so that he may reforge all life in its essential form.
Zed
And
has actual respect for Phineas at this point. He's had, like, he is citizen, therefore you need to respect them, but, like, real respect. Like,
Alright. Alright, fuck it, it's good, let's do it.
Ashoka,
You sound
any
like you know what you're
objections?
talking about. I agree, okay, do it. Magnus has that look that. Look, yeah, okay.
Master,
it feels very malleable.
Master. Are we talking about the soul of one of our own, Master?
Yes.
Well, his immortal soul will be damned if he does not follow the true God, Master.
Who do you think he should follow?
He should follow Master Asmodeus. He is the true God. One who has risen above all others in the grand pyramid of everything. Master, it is only through worship of him can you be undamned.
This is a small step in a long journey.
Ah, yes, Master. Maybe by him converting from a chaotic religion to a neutral one, then he could make the next step to a lawful one. Oh, you are very tricky, Master.
Ashoka, like, scratches behind him's ear, even though he's a humanoid, so he can scratch his own shit, but you know.
Yes, Master. Thank you for itching the itch.
I have no objections with this.
I'll see to it the funds are released immediately.
Yeah, but have you considered Cord though? You know, he can fight and challenge, honor, come on.
We've already put in a great deal of effort to get this far with Kossuth. Maybe we should just finish.
Yeah, but say it with me, try it, Cord. Try it.
No.
Plugging his ears.
Zed is just staring emotionless at Magnus.
You guys don't get it, you're not enlightened.
I have seen the worship of Cord lead to the deaths of many.
Yeah, when there's death, there's also life. See? Life and death.
That's not how it works.
Of course it is. I just said it works like that.
Just because you say something doesn't make it so. What?
Of course it
What?
does. You don't know anything. Well, you go read something.
I read all the time. I've read more books today than you've read in your entire life.
What? It doesn't have to be bound.
Graffiti
Fine,
on
codes,
an in
Kossuth.
wall does not count.
Magnus is pulling your chains. You can go with Kossuth. I think it's a good choice. Go ahead.
You see Phineas's head about to explode. He has to rein it in because you've conceded.
All right, Zed leads.
I will release the funds.
Well, Zed will take the opportunity.
I heard that your bird died. A familiar.
Yes, Nyx regrettably did not make it to the initial assault.
If you need help wrangling a beast to replace him.
Oh, yes, thank you. I'm not quite ready yet, but I appreciate the offer very much.
Can you get a
Oh,
beast that doesn't speak? Because the other one fucking yelled at everybody and told us their shit and everything. It was
I-
horrible.
An elemental of fire.
Hold on a
is
second. I'm going to
a
restart
thing
the
that can
screen.
happen.
Tonight, Expert has
Oh.
been fucking stupid.
Intertubes, shit in the bed.
We gotta check our IP addresses, guys. Seriously.
I
Every
beat the
day.
plague.
Oh,
Flash
my
all.
VC cameras all died.
What?
Interesting. VC is dead now. Well, what's up?
Offline. Oh, there we go. This. Yeah.
Oh, I need to drink some more water.
If you, he just wants to bring up that you could fire elementals, or whatever else you want. But yeah,
I will give that some consideration. He looks very doubtful that he wants a fire elemental around.
maybe an earth
Yeah, it would be
elemental.
1 feet away from a air elemental, a water elemental, fire elemental, or an earth
If
elemental.
I'm going to be able to make everything, I considered actually improved
Familiar?
improved familiar, but I decided I want to make rings more.
Hey, whatever you want a
You got
beastie.
mine.
You want some weird beastie, he'll find you a beastie.
Yep.
'Cause you just dropped like the big friggin' knowledge bomb of like, is that correct? Oh yeah, it's exactly the teachings. Holy shit.
Well, we should bring,
Did you
bring
hear about that
Magnus.
smoke thing? Smoke is fucking saying fuck you. Stuff's the best. Okay, we will take the release to tithing, and we'll go to the sheet to the ledger. Spring 14, 3,000 payment to atone.
I was wondering where you are.
I now sleep above you. This is my home as well.
This place is where they put me when I first came here. Why do they lock Czargon up? Are you so afraid of his claws in fire?
Afraid is not the right word for it. They are looking to
not
trust you.
Why? Czargon
You
tried
are-
to kill servants here before.
That
Servant
is
meat.
why they are wary.
Czargon want better lair. This place is for goblin.
How is the luxurious champion cell?
It's been fixed. It's like,
Okay, we're gonna go over to the luxurious champion cell.
hey, you. He's following Zed. Everyone freezes in the Ludus. They were all eating like their morning porridge or something, and some of the guards are like shuffling away from you when they see the dragon is out.
Is the luxurious champion cell that's where we kept Prentice?
Prentice, yep.
That's where Prentice. Well,
Okay,
that's where
yeah.
Prentice will never get to go again.
Yeah. But before you do that, Phineas like, no, let me look for hair clipping, something blood that isn't the guards.
Okay.
Someone help me, because I'm not good at finding things.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for bits of Prentice's hair, most likely that yellow clump of mop he had on his head. If there's any blood that's his, nail clippings, anything like that.
This is about 10 days
I might
later.
be able to find him.
I'm gonna look at the map.